All right, so I was requested to do my thoughts on Bernie Sanders, and like if you would have asked me this a few months ago, I would have said, oh, he's all right. But after getting to hear a lot of what he says, he sucks. I mean, if you look at a lot of his stances on many things, like he just wants to make everything free. And he's like, I'm not a socialist, I'm a democratic socialist. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? He's a socialist, all right? I mean, he wants everything free. He said he wants $15 minimum wage. You know how detrimental that would be on the economy to have a $15 minimum wage? Like a small business who employs, like, let's say a small business, who's, getting by, not doing great, but they're getting by, employing a few minimum wage employees. Let's say they're, let's say they're paying them like $8 an hour. They would have to pay them $7 more an hour. That's going to cost them. I did the math. If you, I think it's like a minimum wage employee, if they're working like full time and they raise the minimum wage to $15 an hour, that means like over the course of a year, that business is going to lose like $10,000 or $15,000 just on one person. Think how many tens of thousands of dollars this is going to cost small businesses. And then they were talking in the debate, we got to protect small businesses. Raising it to $15 is going to just destroy small businesses. It's going to put so many people out of business, it's going to destroy the economy. This is totally ridiculous. There shouldn't even be a minimum wage. It should be between the employer and the employee to figure out a wage. And this is just going to create less jobs because employers are not going to hire as many people because they don't want to be paying all these people $15 an hour. It's ridiculous. Then they want free college, free health care, free, and then they say it's free. Oh, we're going to provide free this. Well, where are you going to get the money from, Bernie? Taxpayers. Yeah, so it's not free, is it? No, it's not free. It's on the expense of taxpayers. See, he's going to create... then they're like, taxes are not fair for the rich. No, what? Whoa. If you look at the tax brackets, the rich pay way more than the poor, percentage-wise. If you're rich, you pay like 39% income tax. And if you're poor, you pay like... It's like half that, I think. It's significantly smaller. So I don't know what the fuck he's talking. He's talking. Now these Democrats are talking right out of their asses when they say that rich people aren't paying their fair share when they are. Then they're like, the top whatever percent holds the top whatever percent of wealth. No shit. Of course, the more rich people are gonna have more money. So of course the top whatever percent are gonna have more money. It's common sense, but some of what he says in there is true, it's clearly an attack on the middle class, but his solutions are bullshit. They're just going to create more problems. And the 1% is not the problem. The 1% is actually creating jobs, or actually, successful. All these liberals are probably just jealous of these 1% people being successful. The problem is the very rich people, the top like 0.0001%, like the billionaires who are, connected to the government, have, connections within the government, and, basically run the politicians. Those are the corrupt people, not the owner of some restaurants who, let's say there's like an owner of a successful restaurant chain, let's say he has like 20 restaurants and he's, has a net worth of $5 million. He's not bad for being successful. It's ridiculous. Just free everything. I'm so sick of it. So sick. And then he wants gun control too. How pathetic. He wants to attack the core of America. Pure Americana is the Second Amendment, and he wants to take that away. I've talked about how we need a Second Amendment, why we need it to protect against not only criminals on the streets, but also against a tyrannical government. That's why we were given the Second Amendment, but he wants to take that away. He wants to, ban, assault weapons, background checks. He wants to turn the Second Amendment. He wants to limit it and turn it into a privilege, along with all these other Democrats. So, I mean, is he right on? He's right on some issues like spying, corrupt wars, but he's just gonna bring this country down. He's a socialist. He'll be bad for this country, and I don't get why so many people are behind this guy. You know what? Healthcare. If we were to pay for everybody's healthcare in America, it would cost I think it was $3,200,000,000,000, like $10,000 a person. Who's gonna pay for that? I don't see Bernie Sanders paying for any. I don't see Bernie Sanders housing illegal immigrants or illegal aliens. I don't see all these Democrats paying for anybody. They always say, "Oh, bring in the Syrian refugees, bring in pay for everything." I don't see any of these Democrats paying for anybody's college or paying for anybody's sex change or anything like that. Do you? No, you don't. I think Bernie Sanders should lead by example, and I think he should house some illegal aliens, or maybe he should pay for somebody's sex change or something like that. So, Bernie Sanders just sucks. He's gonna bring this country down, and I'm sick of all these Democrats. Who they mention legitimate problems too sometimes, but to fix those problems, they just want more government, which is not the answer. They want more taxes, bigger government. That's not the answer. The answer is more freedom and less taxes, smaller government. So there you go, people. Bernie Sanders is not good. He's an old, delusional, illogical person with stupid solutions to, whatever. So there you go, people. There's my thoughts on Bernie Sanders.